Hello, this is Mike of New Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. Missions. Missions. I've got a mission to go into a particular orbit of the moon. I think that's the one we're going to go for. I wanted to do one of the space taxi one, the big one, which is 6 tourists doing a flying by of the moon and a suborbital flight on the moon and And I had a go, and I made this thing called the aluminium rhinoceros. It's a ridiculous craft, but I actually don't have enough tonnage. I can't lift off that. I don't have enough weight. I should maybe go check to see if I can upgrade the launch pad and get away with it. Nah. Right. I got some success with Lunar flyby or whatever. But what I'm also going to do is I am going to actually put on some parachutes. Yeah, you can see this was 39 parts. So under the old regime, I would not have been able to actually put parachutes on this. Oh, also, those chutes are huge, and actually they're just very close up for some reason. So we're gonna slap some chutes on this. I'm gonna see if I can bring this one home, because then that should be quite a lot of science. So we've got some goo in there. I've got a thermometer around there. I've got a thermometer and I've got some goo. Now, I also have a couple of experimental doobie whatsitters. There we go. Now, did I have a problem with with not having enough oomph in my reaction wheels with this one? No, I've got reaction wheels, so... Anyway, I've got some contracts to test hydraulic manifold and this thing. So I'm just going to stick them on. They're not actually going to do anything. They're just going to sit there. I do want to add some more delta V to this. Thrust to weight ratio is 1.07, so we might chuck on some boosters. And I'll just use the normal decouplers. Theoretically, I could use these or these because they are available because I've got contracts. But that's a lot of delta for that. Pretty sure I got this into an orbit. I mean, the original one was moon flyby or whatever, and I'm pretty sure that must have gone there. But I mean, I can junk this as soon as I get into orbit. Right, hang on. Let's. Right, where's? Well, actually, let's do it. Let's very quickly chuck some nose cones on these. Do we do anything else? That's atmospheric. So yeah, the delta V will actually be a bit inaccurate because it's assuming atmospheric, whereas if I take it off atmospheric, you can see that the top section has more delta V than it otherwise looks like it has. I mean, in a way, you kind of want to set it for each stage. So yeah, this bottom stage, you know, has this much. This top stage says it's only got 647, but out of the Amazon it's got 2,000. So that's, yeah, it's a bit more confusing, I think. Right, so that's going to go, then that's going to go, then that's, then right. So those two, I'm going to chuck in the same stage. They'll go off together. That's going to go into its own stage way up here. Oh, for heaven's sake. Moving things in stages is just so inconvenient. I haven't got a good handle on how you make it work. Right, so that's going to be the very last stage. Right, so that should be. So this is going to be right. There we go. There we go. So I want this to be. Yeah. I may want to adjust this. It's going to depend a lot on exactly when I get into orbit. Like if I get into orbit before I activate this engine, then I might want to move them down. But I mean, once I'm in orbit, I can decide what I'm going to do. So. Got a good enough, I think. That's going to give me a very high thrust to weight ratio. I'm not quite sure how much I need. Right, so we're gonna, now that I'm naming things, this is going to be the brass Swan. I haven't decided to come up with any kind of oh, cancel. Did I hit load instead of save? This is going to be the brass Swan. Although most of the time I'm going to get rid of those, you know. In fact, why don't I get rid of those? No, I'm not going to bother. In theory I could take those off and then save them, but I can't be bothered. Because I have to put them back on and then I have to redo the staging and like very, very aggravating. Right, let's save this, see what happens. Oh, well, let's launch it, see what happens. It's nighttime, I just remembered. It's probably still going to be nighttime when I get out. Yeah, if it was a manned thing, I'd wait until the morning, but I don't think I'm going to bother. So, SAS on, thrust to maximum. Let's do this. Let's throttle down immediately. Wow. Okay, going very fast, very suddenly. Also disabling the temperature thing just in case. Well, that was entertaining. You notice I'm actually slowing down here. Well, that's alright, I don't mind. Getting a lot of oscillation, don't like that. Trying to bring myself over without going so far over that I just completely flip the craft. I'm not heading hugely north or south, which is quite nice. Heading a little bit north, not an enormous amount. Can't see a thing. I should have put lights on this or something. Okay, it's all going not too bad. I should say I'm feeling a lot more comfortable about going into orbit, but I should not say things like that out loud. Oh, we'll swap it over to orbital on the nav ball. And I noticed immediately that I've got much less in the way of orbital control, attitude control, because most of my control was coming from fins rather than anything else. But makes me less likely to tumble, I think. My apparatus is about to hit over 70. Nicely visible over there. I do like having the flight computer. It means I don't need to swap between this and map mode to keep track of things. So I'm going to wait till I get to 75, then I'm going to cut engines. There we go. Aim myself at the horizon. Yeah, that's... Yep, the little puny reaction wheels I've got, that is really dark. I should have waited until daytime. I'm a bad person, I apologise. Excellent television, looking at blackness. La 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 la. So, how's my orbit getting on? I see my periapsis is... So now we will go to map mode. Yeah. Maneuver. And I'm not even looking at the values, I'm just... When the apoapsis and periapsis markers are about equal, that's going to be what I'm aiming for. So, how much fuel I've got? I've got maybe just enough. I should be able to get an orbit. I might, yes, I think I might have slightly, just more than I need to get the orbit. So that's all good. I want to go at 20 seconds, which is very close to now. Perhaps height coming up nicely. Yep, it's all looking surprisingly good. I should be. I almost feel like I should be being worried. It's. Oh, okay. So I didn't have quite enough. There we go, 77 and 74, that'll do me. Right, I'll just get to a place where I can see, just where I'm backlit against the background. Oh, they didn't count. I wonder if I needed to test them or something. That's irritating. Oh, I wasn't high enough. I'm a tit. Didn't look. I just said. I just looked at orbit. I didn't see how big. Oh, on the red. Oh, well, never mind. That was a waste of time and effort. So instead, we're going to go to the moon. Should have looked at the height of the orbit. That's just really stupid of me not to do. Oh well. Let's do a. Let's do a plane correction. Let's also do another thing where I take one of the batteries and I'll turn it off. Now I do have solar panels and stuff, but that's again that is purely to stop me from accidentally it's purely to stop me from accidentally running out of electric power because I just forgot. Which does happen from time to time because I am an idiot. How are we doing for Delta? Right, we're doing alright for Delta B, which should be fine. So 3 seconds burst. Slightly under, in fact. Very brief speed up, just to get myself a little bit closer. So I'm just matching inclination with the moon, which happens to be the same as just the equatorial plane. But mainly it's I can have a lot more control over my orbit when I start aiming towards the moon. Because the goal here is to get to a very specific moon orbit. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do. So I'm going to start there, and this is going to be my Mooner orbit. So first off, just a big whack of prograde. Now, let us focus our view. Really would be quite nice if I could adjust these two things at the same time. It's kind of hard to do that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's just leave it there. I don't think I could do things like plane changes and stuff, but I think I'm actually going to be better off coming in like here and then doing corrections when I get there. So I'm just going to leave it there, I think. Incidentally, recently I found a thing on keyboard shortcuts. Backspace takes you back to your ship, but tab, no? Yeah, tab changes your view. You just kind of go through various different planets. There you go. So I've set the focus back to my ship. Warp to next maneuver. Is that really only an 8-second burst? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, I'm gonna believe flight engineer if you don't mind. So we're gonna go at 23 seconds is when we're gonna go, and I'm going to remember to move towards the maneuver point instead of not doing that because I have such a bad habit of just sometimes rocketing off into some random direction. So we're going at 23 seconds is what we're doing. That's quite close. Bunch of garbage left behind. There'll be the fairings and the completely pointless decouplers because I'm an idiot and can't read instructions. Yeah, so immediately I start the burn. The game goes, oh right, actually yes. It turns out that it wasn't 8 seconds, it was in fact 40 seconds. So what am I like? Thank you, Kerbal Engineer Redux. You've helped me not look like a prawn. Plenty fuel. We'll just ease into that. I think we're going to call that a job well done. There we go. And I can probably do some maneuvers along the way, but I'm going to quick save this first actually. Brass Swan. So actually I'm going to moon approach. Going to save that just in case. And I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. We're going to continue this, and so next video should be arriving for the flyby, doing some science, trying to hit that particular orbit. I'm going to have a look at I'm just going to have a look at seeing if I can catch those mission targets that I wasn't able to get last time. But mostly it's going to be doing the flyby, getting into that orbit, and then seeing if I can get back. So that's going to be next time. So hit like and subscribe if you have been enjoying these videos. Find Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughdice.com, and you can also find us on Twitter and Facebook. And until next time, reach for the stars.